Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Since Day One. Before we get into this video today about Bill Cosby, go ahead and like the video, comment down below, and if you are new, smash that subscribe button to take flight with us.
Fake love, I don't need it, you can keep it as a fact. I had to make up my mind. I took that weight on my shoulder. I done been down.
Well, something very unexpected, you guys, happened yesterday. Bill Cosby got released, y'all. And I know that there are probably a lot of people out there who are upset. And there's probably a lot of people who are joyful because their father of the year got out. It's just really unknown for me, everything that is going on with Bill Cosby, because I really did not follow his whole situation like I did R. Kelly, you guys. But a lot of people were like, you should make the video about Bill Cosby, because there were some people that were speculating that R. Kelly might be able to get out as well. But I'm just like, how do y'all expect just because Bill Cosby got out on Technicality that all of a sudden R. Kelly is going to have a chance? That is not a chance. We all know what he did, and we all know why he is not getting out. So let's not even start on that, because that's a totally another video. Well, if you guys don't already know, then I am more than happy to tell you guys how Bill Cosby got out on a technicality. According to a news article, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned the indecent conviction of Bill Cosby on Wednesday and ordered his release from prison after finding that he was denied protection against self-incrimination. The court said that a prosecutor's decision not to charge Bill Cosby in an earlier case opened the door for him to speak freely in a lawsuit against him, thinking he would not incriminate himself criminally. A second prosecutor later used the lawsuit testimony in a criminal trial, and that testimony was key in his conviction years later. When an unconditional charging decision is made publicly and with the intent to induce action and resilience by the defendant, and when the defendant does so to his detriment, and in some instances upon the advice of counsel, denying the defendant the benefit of that decision is an affront to fundamental fairness, according to the High Court opinion. For these reasons, Bill Cosby's convictions and judgment of sentence are vacated and he is discharged. The prosecution of Bill Cosby was one of the first major milestones of the MeToo movement, as women came forward with their tales of unwanted advances and harassment in the workplace. Bill Cosby's spokesman, Andrew Wyatt, thanked the comedian's legal team and the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, calling Wednesday's ruling a moment of justice for Black Americans. "This is the justice Mr. Cosby has been fighting for," Wyatt said in a statement. "They saw the light. He waived his Fifth Amendment right and settled out of court. He was given a deal and he had immunity. He should have never been charged." Today, the judicial system in America failed survivors again. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court overturned Bill Cosby's conviction not because anyone doubted his guilt of numerous crimes, but because of a prior legal agreement's impact on the trial. Bill Cosby is free on a technicality, but the women he hurt who bravely came forward to bring him to justice are suffering anew. They thought they had finally achieved some limited measure of closure, and now this. In a rare jailhouse interview in 2019, Bill Cosby said he wouldn't offer any remorse for his actions, even if that would have affected a parole board's decision. "When I came up for parole, they are not going to hear me say that I have remorse. I was there. I don't care what group of people come along and talk about this when they weren't there. They don't know," said Bill Cosby. According to the Associated Press, Pennsylvania's highest court overturned the conviction after finding an agreement with the previous prosecutor prevented him from being charged in this case. Bill Cosby had vowed to serve all 10 years rather than acknowledge any remorse for an alleged encounter with the accuser, AC, who says that the 83-year-old did things to her at his suburban estate in 2004. As social media erupted with reactions about Bill Cosby getting out, Timbaland quickly felt the heat after he showed an Instagram post seemingly joking about Bill Cosby's impending release with an old Jell-O pudding pops and featuring the former Cosby Show actor. "Who wants a Jell-O pudding pop?" he wrote in the caption. "I'm home now." Ice-T from Law & Order even said, "Oh ish, Bill Cosby might be touching back down on the bricks. Hot boy summer." He later on deleted his tweet. Lil Duval even followed in behind Ice-T and said Bill Cosby about to be free. City Boy wins summer 2021. T.I. even left a comment under someone's post and said, "Tuh." And I mean, I know it's not a lot, but someone else tagged him underneath and said 50 shots of tequila on Bill. Ernest Owens on Twitter wanted to make sure and clarify to everyone that Bill Cosby's sentencing isn't being overturned because he's innocent, but because of a previous deal he struck where he already admitted to drugging women in a disposition. Someone on Twitter had responded to Timbaland supporting Bill Cosby getting out and said, "And here's Timbaland celebrating Bill Cosby. It's almost like this is intentional." Another non-supporter of Bill Cosby said, "The deepest, sincerest, go straight to hell I have is currently on reserve for Phylicia Rashad, 50 Cent, Timbaland, and whomever else is rejoicing in the peace of Ish, Bill Cosby's release from prison." Another fan and supporter said Timbaland to his Bill Cosby's Instagram post. Someone else left comments like, "We been knew about R. Kelly. My mom's been telling me about Bill Cosby, Damon Dash, Timbaland, all them around Aaliyah, even Hove. We been knew they liked young girls, allegedly." So this stuff is not surprising at all. And I wish people would stop acting like this. Another Twitter user said, "Timbaland reminds us every day that he was in love with a minor, so him supporting Bill Cosby is very on brand for him." Another Twitter user responded, "Remember when Timbaland said he only started dating his wife because she looked like Aaliyah, the 15-year-old that he was in love with?" Another Twitter user said, "We should boycott Versus since Timbaland wants to be funny." And I mean, yeah, in another circumstance, that probably would have been a good idea. But Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat are about to battle today at 7 o'clock. And I'm going to be streaming. So y'all make sure to come through if y'all want to see it. Well, do y'all remember Mrs. Claire Huxtable from The Cosby Show? She was the one who played the wife of Cliff Huxtable, who was the main character of the show, Bill Cosby. Well, her social media username on Instagram is Phylicia Rashad. Well, when Bill Cosby got released yesterday, a lot of fans and supporters were confused when his ex-wife, Claire Huxtable, posted this video of her ex-husband, Cliff Huxtable, on her Instagram and said, "Finally, a terrible wrong is being righted. A miscarriage of justice is corrected." Now, it's not that the whole world doesn't love Claire Huxtable, because I love Claire Huxtable. She played a great mother in The Cosby Show. However, in certain circumstances, fans and supporters just wasn't feeling that Claire Huxtable didn't want to turn on her comments after she made that post about Bill Cosby. When she also posted the same thing on Twitter, a fan and supporter was very upset and said, "Cut them effing comments on since you got so much effing stuff to say, Phylicia Rashad." And that's when Twitter started coming for Miss Claire Huxtable, saying things like, "The fact that Phylicia Rashad turned off comments on that tweet tells us she knows that she's wrong." Well, do y'all remember Aunt Vivian from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Well, she had to come and get Claire Huxtable together over Bill Cosby, saying things like, "Phylicia, what are you thinking? I don't know you, but to say this was terribly wrong, everyone knew what he was doing back then. How could you not? Get your umbrella, sister. Here comes the Ish shower. I'm outraged that he has been released. Yes, he is an old, guilty man." Aunt Viv, aka Janet, had more things to say on Twitter by saying, "I would have said he's old, he's out, and I'm happy for him, but he's still guilty. I know 5 women who have not come forward. Enough, y'all. We know better. Powerful men do wrong things, black or white." Well, after all of the surprise and the shock and the janky praise that Bill Cosby received from his celebrity counterparts after he got out, he really didn't say much once he got back to his social media, you guys. The only thing that I was able to capture him saying was on his Twitter when he posted, "I have never changed my stance nor my story. I have always maintained my innocence. Thank you to all my fans, supporters, and friends who stood by me through this ordeal. Special thanks to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court for upholding the rule of the law. Hashtag Bill Cosby." I know I'm late reporting the news, and all of this excitement and commotion happened yesterday, you guys. However, I want to thank you so much for tuning in with me on this video. I am kind of upset that Bill Cosby got out because it is making people think that R. Kelly might have a chance, and he does not. In the end, I hope Bill Cosby learned his lesson. And I hope he knows that as a celebrity, he cannot get away doing the things that he was doing to women. And hopefully he learned his lesson and will not do it again moving forward. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below, you guys, and let me know how y'all feel about the situation. And I will see y'all in the next video.
So long, sleeping from sofa to sofa. Now I'ma step on these little bitty bitches in some brand new Gucci loafers. I got tired of eating Big Mama's chicken. Now it's business when I walk.